Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and I want to welcome you to our winter wreathathon. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to make a gorgeous, very fast and easy winter wreath that you can make for yourself. And this is part of our winter wreathathon. Thank you to Nadia for hosting. So as soon as you are done watching this, go watch everybody else's tutorials as well, so you can have lots of fun inspiration for making your own winter wreath. I will have a playlist linked in the description of this video. Now, this wreath is really fast and easy to make. You just need a few things, and I'm also going to share with you some substitutions so you can come up with something easy based on what you have available to you. The first thing you're going to need is a 14-inch grapevine. I have mine cleaned up already. I'm using 5 or 6. This is kind of a larger grapevine, so I might need to use 6. This is probably more like a 15 or 16-inch grapevine. But if you're using a regular size 14-inch grapevine, you only need 5 of these. This is just a mixed evergreen flocked pick with a pine cone on it. If you can't find something exactly like this, I've seen these at Michael's, but Michael's has these this year, which are great. You can grab these. I'll have as much stuff that I use in this wreath linked in the description below as I possibly can. But this would be a great substitution along with some long needle pine that Hobby Lobby has. And if you need some snowy pine cones, I've got a great option in my Etsy shop. I will link these for you too. I love them. But also Michael's has some great options too if you can't find this exact stem. But really you just need some flocked evergreen and flocked pine cones. In addition to the flocked stems, you're just going to need some kind of frosted, just lightly frosted greenery. This is a juniper. It's kind of sparkly and it has some little juniper berries on them. Michael's has something similar to this, but it doesn't matter exactly what you use. You just want something that's going to have a lighter frosted look to it that still looks snowy, but has more green showing. So it kind of brightens up all of the heavy flocked items. So that's what you're looking for. Add some white berries because who doesn't love white berries? They add such a beautiful texture and interest. I love these. I've got these available in my shop if you want these exact ones, but any white berries will do. I'm going to be using 2.5 of my stems of these. You can use less if you like less berries, but that's what I'm going to be using. For a ribbon, I've got some chocolate brown velvet ribbon. It's really going to tie in the dark pine cones. So I'm really excited. I'm also using hot glue gun, and my favorite wire cutters linked below in tools. I'm telling you, this wreath goes by so fast, partly because this has a lot of elements all in one. So I'm just going to cut it to make the pick a little bit shorter. I mean, these are pretty big picks. But this kind of thing is available a lot of different places, which is nice. Sometimes I like to take these apart if I want more of a spread out flocked look, but these can be kind of a pain, these particular ones, because they're string wrapped. So it's a lot of effort to take them apart. So I'm going to keep them together, but I also like how they look together for this wreath. Now that I've cut the stem a little bit shorter, I'm just going to fluff out the leaves a little bit. Grab my glue gun. I'm going to add a couple layers of the glue because these are heavier stems, and I'm going to place it along the grain of the grapevine. And then I'm going to overlap that a little bit, stagger it down, and place it a little bit lower. I want them to touch so it covers the grapevine, but almost not touch. And if you can't find the perfect spot to put it, add a little floral wire to hold it in place. If you have a grapevine that's not allowing the exact placement you want, this will hold it in place nicely, in addition to the glue. All right, so that was just barely made it, but we were able to do it with 5. Now what we're going to do is take our bush, juniper, or whatever sparkly greenery you have that adds a little interest. I'm going to cut them up in pieces off the bush and then cut them into smaller pieces just to help spread them out. And this is going to fill in the gaps between our pieces so it looks very nice and uniform, and it's going to add a pop of brightness in between all of the flocked greens. So it gives it a more fresh look, a little more interesting. It's going to be so pretty. So I'm just sticking these pieces in between any gaps to just round everything out. Isn't that so pretty? I love how it looks so far. I just think that brightness looks so good. You see the little blue berries in there. Can you see those? Look at that. And it gives it so much interest. I love it. All right, now to add even more interest, we're going to add our berries. So you can split these up even more. So you could technically get 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters out of one berry spray. However, I like keeping some of them together. So I'm leaving 2 together, and they have these cute little twigs on them. That's why I like these berries. They have that rustic look, which really goes with this wreath, I think. So I'm going to leave these together, and then I'm going to put them in between the pine cones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pine cones. 2.5 of these stems gives me 5 clusters just like this. So I'm just going to place them in between the pine cones. And then I just kind of spread the berries around a little. Get those twigs out. It's so cute. And if this was a Christmas wreath, not just a winter wreath, you could add red berries and a red bow. That would be so pretty. But this is a wreath we're going to use for winter. I love, because I don't know about you, but where I live, we don't usually get most of our snow until after Christmas. So a nice flocked wreath is perfect for my area. And notice that I'm pulling all the branches apart so it looks really natural throughout the wreath. Here it is with the berries. It's so gorgeous, so simple and sweet, but very high-end looking. Now, if you like it like this, leave it like this. If you want to add a bow to highlight one of the colors, you could add green bow. You could add brown, which is what I'm going to do, or you could add some blue. I'm going to add a chocolate brown. I love it. This color is so popular right now, and for good reason. I love it. But if you wanted to really highlight that blue, you could do a soft blue. Isn't that beautiful? Really, it gives it a totally different look. This is actually from Michael's in their Easter section. You don't have to use the colors just for that season. Or if you wanted a lighter brown, you could use this one from Hobby Lobby. Really pretty. Here's a darker blue, which I also really like. that really highlights that blue as well. But I like this dark brown, the chocolate brown, because it looks so good with these pine cones. Look at that. It's like the same color. I'm just going to do a simple bow. It's not supposed to be the main attraction. It's just an elegant little accent. It's not the main event. So I'm just making a very simple bow. And then I'm going to add a little bit of floral wire to the back because we're going to make this into a pick because it's so much easier to add a bow to a wreath when you just turn it into a pick. Or you could add a little clip to the back. That'd be cute too. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and just tie it to the wreath. That works too. You could just tie that to the grapevine. But boy, have I saved myself a lot of headaches making bows this way. Now I'm just going to cut the bottom. I might need to use a lint roller on this actually, or some packing tape just to get this flocking off of it. I'm just taking a leftover stem that I have, and I'm taking this wire and I'm wrapping it around the stem. So I have a beautiful and easy to use bow as a pick. So you just add your hanger to the back, hang up your wreath wherever the top part is that's in the center, that's where you can hang your bow. Or if you want it off to the side, ooh, that'd be cute too. I'm just gonna put it in the top center, and then I can move it and glue it in place later. But just want to show you what it looks like with the brown bow. Isn't it so cute? Isn't it gorgeous? What do you think? It's so simple, isn't it? Here's the back, nice and clean. I love a grapevine because they're so easy to make and they look beautiful and natural. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click the playlist so you can watch all the other winter wreath tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.